Hi guys, welcome to my coffee show. My name is Jack and I have a new toy, Flair Pro 2. That's a manual lever espresso machine. So let's unbox it. Let's see what's inside. I'm so excited about that. Okay, so it comes in that nice box. What's here? Handcrafted espresso. And voila, so it comes, as you see, it comes with that nice travel case. Relatively light. I mean, they quoted 3 kg. I haven't checked it yet, but it's a good size. It's not too big. And what's inside the bag? Okay, so there are nice cushions, nice foam, so that hopefully will protect your machine from any damage. You've got the kick start, like a manual. I like the fact that it's not like a normal paper. It's the laminated paper, so even if you splash some water or coffee, you can clean it up. Okay, it looks complicated, but I will just figure it out myself. Here, what's that? Okay, so that looks like a drip tray that's made out of metal. This is an important bit. So what makes a difference is when you extract the coffee is the pressure. I mean, lots of things, but pressure is very important. Gold standard is kind of a 6-9 bars. So with this pressure gauge, you will be able to see where you are. And possibly that will also allows you to do some pressure profiling. You get that, that teeny tiny tamper. Well, it's made out of metal. Okay, this is cold, this is metal, this is probably stainless steel, this possibly aluminum, I don't know, but but the size of it. Here we've got some screws. Why do I need a screw? You can screw it to the countertop. Which, yes, it can be handy, but with this machine, I mean, just the fact that it is supplied with the case that indicates that you use it to travel with. This, for the time being, I don't know exactly where to put it, or maybe it's like a stand so the water doesn't leak. I don't know. This looks like a dosing funnel, and this maybe a dosing cup. This is, I mean, it's a more parts than I was expecting. So again, I'm not really sure. Is that something that you could use like a spouted filter if you don't want to use the naked filter? That's what it looks like to me now, but again, I might be wrong. Here you've got the group head. And inside the group head, there is also a shower screen. So that's where the water goes. So that's the, let's call it a portafilter. Naked portafilter. Would that fit here? Yeah, I think I was right. So if you want to spout it instead of naked, you may attach this one here. The coffee goes in here, then you tamp it. It's relatively precise. It doesn't go the all way down, but it doesn't have to go all the way down because there will be coffee there. And then you put the shower screen, not sure which way, but let's say I put it this way up. Or maybe I should do it this way up. Not sure. Okay, so that's, I thought it would be more plasticky. This is, well, that's actually the actual lever. This is made out of metal. It's just that rubber thing here for the grip. This feels solid. This, I don't know, it looks copper, but it might be just the color, but it's definitely a metal. And that's, again, very solid base. So there are those rubber legs at the bottom, so that will help with the stability. I like this carrying case. It's a very clever way to transport the machine. So this one goes here. You've got the lever. This one goes here. Pressure gauge goes here. And then you pull it down. Yeah, so here we have it. Here we have the Flair Pro 2 lever machine. I have to say it looks very solid. Almost everything that doesn't have to be made out of rubber or plastic is made out of metal. The one teeny tiny issue I have is that my scale doesn't fit perfectly here. I mean, Acaia Lunar I guess would fit in, but my Felicita Arc, it would have to go this way, slightly on the wobbly side, but hopefully it will work. So tell me, what do you think, guys? Do you have Flair Pro 2? Would you like to have Flair Pro 2? What do you think about the design? To me, it looks really nice. I like the look. Maybe I would change this for something else. This look cheap. The rest looks okay. You've got a bunch of accessories. You basically get everything that you need to pull a shot. Looks awesome. It builds nicely built, but for me, what's the most important is, does it make a good espresso? Let's pull a shot. Let's do a first shot. Okay, I have no idea about the settings, how to do it, but let's pull a first shot. By the way, don't forget to click like and subscribe now, because when you see that first shot, you might never want to watch me again. The coffee that you're using today, it's a roasting plant coffee roaster. That particular coffee is from Uganda. It's a naturally processed kind of a medium full body coffee. They promised so many flavor notes. So far I haven't found any, but the coffee is very fresh. It's today it's 4 days old, so it's still developing. We should taste cherries, blueberries, chocolate, who knows what else. I have no idea, by the way, for the settings for this machine. I will go with what I normally go for La Pavoni. Biggest issue and the biggest thing about that kind of manual lever machine is temperature, thermal management, or whatever you call it. That's what makes the biggest difference, and that's what can change the shot from bad to perfect. Everything has to be hot. Unless you use extremely dark roast coffee, the temperature is never too hot. So make sure everything, especially this one, because that's made out of solid metal. Okay, if this one is not hot, you won't get a good coffee. What I'm going to do, I will put boiling water here, wait 30 seconds, change the water, boiling water again for 30 seconds. In the meantime, we will prepare the pack. And then after that minute or so, maybe I will do it one more time, who knows, depending how hot it is. Then we will pull a shot. As a grinder, I will use niche because it's more forgiving. The settings 14. I don't know, that's what I used this morning for La Pavoni. I think I will go for 18 grams of coffee. Got the portafilter, the funnel. Now, obviously, this is the first time I'm using it. I'm sure I will make lots of mistakes. For those of you who know how to do it properly, please leave your comments. Okay, so the 18 grams looks a lot here, but we will see. Now I tap it once. I think this one actually goes through the dosing funnel, but I don't know. I don't like tamping through the dosing funnel. So make sure everything is leveled. Not too much. Just important is that it's more or less leveled. Okay. Obviously some mess Again, I don't know which way I should do it, this way or this way. I will put it this way up. You may correct me. You connect those two things together now. Okay. You put the group head on top here. Very hot water. Now I put the pressure gauge. Now we start that pre-soaking, so that will be like, let's say 30 seconds. So the coffee is already in contact with water. And now I will be slowly... Okay, so it feels possibly it's slightly too fine. So it looks like you have to grind coarse for Flair. Okay, so take number 2. Definitely we will get a espresso this time, probably some channeling. I'm around 9 bars. And I will slowly reduce the pressure. Probably I could grind even finer than that, but okay, so you feel the resistance of the coffee pack is reducing, so you reduce the pressure. I'm aiming for about 36. Okay. And we've got 36. So have a look. The shot doesn't look bad. There is some crema. It's probably, I would probably still have to grind coarser. So definitely looks like this machine likes a bit coarser grinds than what I'm used to. When you finish the shot, even there is still some water there, so make sure you pull the lever all the way down. So I burned myself trying to to open it up with some hot water inside. Okay, so here we have it, the second shot. I tried, by the way, the first one, and it wasn't bad. Possibly it will be the same as with my La Pavoni, where almost every shot is a drinkable shot, but here we have... It smells like, I would say, toasted nuts, maybe with a hint of chocolate. Definitely blueberries, sweetness. Not sure about the cherries, but the blueberries are very dominant. A little bit of like a cocoa powder at the back of your tongue. I have to say, okay, we will obviously at some point we will compare this with La Pavoni, we will compare this with Decent, and I have to say it's one of the better shots I got with this coffee so far. I mean, I got this coffee yesterday, so it's not a but I mean, okay, I love blueberries. I love blueberry flavors. So if I can taste blueberry in my coffee, then it's already a big win. The issue here will be, and that I already mentioned, that the issue with this machine will be thermal management. So the first shot, one of my mistakes that I did, I used the glass that wasn't hot enough, and the shot was too cold because of the glass. This glass I warmed up before I pulled the shot, and it's okay if you like very hot espressos. You might be slightly disappointed. I mean, maybe there's a way to heat it up even more. Okay, those are my first clumsy attempts, but it's very good, it's very drinkable, and I like my espresso slightly cooler because then they develop more flavors. You hardly ever see me, by the way, drinking the entire shot when I record the videos, usually because we do 2, 3, 4 shots, so that would kill me. But here I'm going to definitely finish that. So guys, tell me what you think. Tell me what is your approach. I mean, I know there are plenty of videos. If you have any good videos you can recommend, yeah, I would like to see it. But what I'm curious about is your experience, you know, not someone who pulled 10 shots to have one that looks perfect and that what he posted on on the YouTube. I'm curious about your experiences with this machine. I mean, it was clumsy a little bit at the beginning. Obviously, the workflow is not here, but I can see the potential. Why I got this, not 58, the Flair 58? A few reasons. First of all, obviously the price difference. I got it relatively cheap. The Flair 58 would be 2 or 3 times more expensive. The second thing is the Flair 58, it's, although you can pack it, it's probably more stationary equipment. They don't even supply the carrying case, okay, and it's much bigger. I just sold, well, last week I sold my Barista Express. I don't, although there is that void in my life that requires another machine, and that's why I got this one. I didn't want to clank up my kitchen with another big toy. I'm thinking about this as a machine that you take with you for holidays. 3 kg, it's doable, okay? I most of the times when I travel I fly, yeah. If you drive, if you go for holidays by car, you can as well pack up the La Pavoni. I can see myself taking this for holidays. Now, would I be able, I mean, usually when you wake up in the morning, when you say holidays, you wake up with hangover. Would I be able to dose using this tiny dosing funnel, trying to make sure that the temperature is correct? Normally when I wake up hangover on holidays, I do a pour over. That's simple, or the AeroPress, okay? Not much fuss about it. But if someone wants to enjoy a good espresso, and I have to say it's very good. Obviously depends on the coffee and the barista, but the espresso was very good. If you cannot imagine your life without a good espresso anywhere you go, this is a machine for you. I can guarantee you that with a little bit of practice, you will be able, using this, you will be able to pull shots that are at least as good and probably much better than the local coffee shops. Obviously you would need a grinder as well. Doesn't have to be a fancy niche, it can be something like a Comandante, or probably Timer C2 would do, and that's a grinder for £50. I had it at some point, I tested it, and it was, for the price, difficult to find anything better. If you want a milk-based drinks, then you have to think about how you're going to steam the milk. Oh, and that chocolate smell. For today, thank you very much for watching. My name is Jack. This is my coffee show. This is my Flair Pro 2, and hopefully I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye. Oh, perfect.